Last night at around midnight UK time, we found out the bad news. BattleBots 2020 has been postponed due to COVID-19, the coronavirus. In this video I'm going to go through a few things, so without further ado, let's hit the titles and let's talk about this.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So I've been a teacher for 3 years and I'm going to finally put that education to good use. COVID-19, or coronavirus to use layman terms I suppose, is not the first coronavirus there has ever been, nor will it be the last we will ever see. COVID-19 is the particular strain that has hit the world to a point where we are now in a stage of pandemic. This infection affects the respiratory system, so the lungs, and will cause people, in basic terms, to struggle to breathe easily, and will affect breathing through that way. It will feel like, I believe can't remember how they actually described it. I think they said it would feel like a mild to moderate illness, which is a way of saying you're going to feel like crap, really. For the more vulnerable, the possibly more frail or people who already have underlying respiratory issues, the condition can be much worse. So, what has the world been doing to try and prevent it from spreading further? Well, the other day, I'm recording this on Friday, I'm releasing it on Friday because it's the news of now, a few things happened. The first being Donald Trump. Well, in terms of BattleBots, Donald Trump stopped all travel from the EU to America. Now this caused three teams, a case of they would have to drop out, and kudos to the bot builder for actually covering this story earlier than I did. So Ominous, Petunia and Jaeger would not be able to compete. However, the other part of this story that also happened yesterday, I'm not sure how many people noticed, but California issued a ban on gatherings of any more than 250 people in one area. Now, if you had all the teams of BattleBots in one building, that would be more than 250 people. That doesn't even count the crew or the audience. So that ban goes up until the end of March. I think potentially that as the very earliest we could see that ban being lifted if there is a reasonable improvement. So BattleBots have made the decision to postpone the event. Now, this is bad news for some, it's worse news for others, but it isn't the end of the world. Robots are still being finished. Robots are being made, and it now means that robots have time to prepare, to get ready, to build and test properly their robots, so that the first time they don't switch it on is in the battle box. This also means that there is the potential, I'm not saying it is confirmed anywhere because it isn't, but there is the potential that the Chinese teams that were down to compete possibly could, so long as it's clear enough for them to do that. The other team at risk would have been the Orbi team, because I think it was Central Korea is one of the areas that is most widely affected. So that is what is happening, and it is a shame. The news part of this is BattleBots put up a statement saying that it is postponed, not cancelled. It will still happen at some point once this is all blown over. And I hope that it's not going to be long until that happens. I would hedge some good bets on possibly the summer holidays, because I can see BattleBots wanting to do it when younger people can get to watch filming or whatever. So sometime around then, I reckon it will happen. But that again is not confirmed. There is no confirmed date. There is no confirmed time. What is confirmed is that tickets have been refunded. This will happen progressively over the course of the rest of this week, this weekend, and heading into next week. I personally have had refund for my tickets. and I know some other people have as well. So do be aware that tickets are being refunded. So yeah, that is what has happened. It's a real shame that this has happened at this time, but the reasoning behind it is perfectly sound. We don't want to spread this disease any more than it already has. A gathering of, let's say, up to 1,000 people, which, let's face it, it would be at BattleBots, is going to be a pool almost of... It gives the opportunity for more illness to be spread. Any questions, anything that you think you need to know, or things that you are worried about, talk to me in the comments. That's why I'm there. Certainly the best way to avoid COVID-19 is to keep good personal hygiene, basically. Go and watch all the NHS videos on how to wash your hands properly, because I guarantee you don't. I guarantee myself that I don't wash my hands properly, and I am constantly recapping all the different techniques to make sure that I do. Do listen to what the government is advising. They are trying to do what is best for the country, and what I will say is that the news will try and blow this out of proportion. The numbers you are seeing look high. In some cases they may well be, but it is worth noting how many millions of people, billions of people live on this earth. And it's still the case that the common flu kills more people than COVID-19 has, so there is some fear-mongering put to bed, hopefully. Stay safe, thank you for watching, and there won't be news this Sunday. This is the news for this week. There isn't a lot else, I'm afraid. Do tune in to Antwoke World Series, I forget which number. They are live streaming it, I believe, this time. I will put in the comments below what is happening with that. At least if you are self-isolated, it'll give you something to watch on Sunday, won't it? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall see you another time. Bye-bye.